Hello, hi, thank you for joining me. My name is Claire and I'm here with a 2-card tarot reading for you today. It is Sunday the 8th of January, and I mentioned yesterday, if you saw yesterday's video, that I am going to do some retrospective tarot. Tarot is great for kind of telling you what you need to look at and maybe what is coming up, but it's also really, really good to just reflect on what you've learned. Obviously, when you have a reading with a tarot reader, sometimes they do look into your past, because it's only by really working out where we've been and what we've done and what we've learned that we can move forward and maybe lose some of the repeating cycles that we have and the baggage that we kind of carry along with us. And I feel it's really important today to do that, just because we're coming towards the end of this double retrograde period with Mars and Mercury in retrograde. And it is really giving us a chance to really slow down, look at who we used to be, how far we've come, and just really take a final look back before we move forward into 2023. So I'm going to pick a card now, which I think I'd like to sum up what the retrograde periods that have been going on. Mars has been in retrograde since October, and Mercury has been in retrograde since just after Christmas on the 29th, I think, of December. So let's see if we can pick a card that will give us an indication of the message of what that was all about. Okay, well, that was weird. I picked that out. It was actually round the wrong way in the pack, and don't know why that was. So it actually came out facing me, and it's the Page of Wands. Well, that sums that up quite nicely, because this person is just sitting under a tree and look very reflective, don't they? They look like they're pondering on stuff. She's actually playing a flute, which is very creative. And you know what? The message of these retrograde periods has been to slow down. Maybe you have had a chance to actually think about what creative talents that you've got that maybe you don't focus on as much because we're always so busy. You know, we all have a very fast-paced way of living, don't we? We're always doing 100 things on our phone and you know, watching social media or watching the news, and it can really disconnect us with who we really are, because, you know, other people's opinions and things are all kind of downloading into our mind. This lady, this Page of Wands, is sitting, creating, making music, and I think when you do switch off completely and really focus on something that you enjoy doing, it does give you that opportunity to kind of reset your mind. How many of us have had a chance to do that in the last few months, really? You know, it might even just be sitting reading a book if you've had time off over the Christmas holidays. But it's that idea of just taking time out for you. And I really feel, I know retrogrades get a bit of a bad rap because we can often, you know, lose work we've saved on a computer, or miss a train, miss a meeting, miss a plane connection, or all that kind of stuff that happens when we are in these retrograde periods. That is what they're kind of notorious for. But that gives us time to actually, almost extra time we didn't expect, to tune in with ourselves. If we've got no option, you know, suddenly time has become available to us to do something else. So I do feel actually that this sums it up. Now, you can't help but notice this lady's got a dragon that she's kind of curling around. Maybe that's her pet dragon, I don't know. But, you know, dragons have got wings. They can fly off and soar into the sunset. Well, the sunset's there. This person isn't doing anything with that opportunity. I don't see that as a bad thing. I think that's just the message that at the moment we haven't been opened up to the opportunities that are coming in for 2023. We've very much had an extra pause over this sort of couple of weeks in January now, which I think is I think we're always looking forward with the tarot, isn't it? What's going to happen? Oh, am I going to do this? Am I going to do that? But sometimes, you know, the message is to just stop. And I feel that that really taps in quite well with that. So, you know, there are new opportunities coming. As I say, the retrogrades are coming to an end soon. Mercury retrograde is finishing on the 12th. So that's this week. And Mars is a little bit later, the following week, 18th or 19th, depending on where you are. So yeah, let's see if they can now we've looked back, let's look forward and see if they'll give anything away. I suspect they won't, but what do I know? Let's see. Yeah, okay. No spoilers here then. Again, it's that idea of walking away from something into something else. Funny, I've just written an article on my website, clairechilvers.com. I do a 2-card reading for the week. And again, that was no spoilers, not giving anything away, just reiterating the part that we are moving away. Now, I feel this 6 of Swords is just one last message that we are moving on to something brighter. You can see that that sun is rising through the clouds, and it's interesting because this is a sunset, that's a sunrise. So there is that element of moving on, through the darkness and into a new day, into a new dawn. But this lady has chosen, as you can see, to drop those swords and walk towards whatever those opportunities are. And I really feel that this was an extended, big, ginormous retrograde that's lasted a good few months and slowed us all down, so that we can really get to grips with what goes on in our mind. And interestingly, how our mind is affected by so many other aspects. I think I've sort of mentioned that I'm not on Facebook at the minute. I've taken it off my app because I was just astounded. Obviously, I use YouTube, so I'm on my phone for that. And me Weight Watchers and me running app and me insight timer for me meditation. And I was doing like 4 hours a day, and something had to give. So out of all of those things, I thought Facebook was actually the least helpful. So that's why I've taken that off of my phone for the time being. Because all those other things are kind of helping me improve my mental health. And Facebook doesn't always do that, does it? Or social media or the news. So it's that idea that I've taken control of what goes into my mind. And we've all got that opportunity to as well. So, we've got crossed swords here. Is it the idea of walking away once and for all for that never-ending argument with that person in your life that you just can't seem to get on with? Is it that you're just sort of putting a sword in the ground and going, do you know what, I'm done with that? It could be a job, it could be a place that you're living in, it could just be moving to a new surroundings, a completely new start. But it's about sorting out in your mind what works for you and what doesn't, and what you're going to leave behind. So yeah, it's still no spoilers as to what these new opportunities are going to be. I just feel that, the real big messages here are this is a really good time to slow down and sort out your mind and your feelings and everything that works for you, so that we really can. I know we say new year, new start, but I really feel it this year. I really feel that we are all being offered new start, new hope, a new version of ourselves that works better for us. So I hope that helped. I'll be back again tomorrow on Monday with another reading for you. Please do join me then. Please do like and subscribe my channel. And it's always lovely to get comments from you to see how these cards resonate with you. And I do try and reply to all of you in person. So I look forward to hearing from you or seeing you again tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.